Hey everybody, good afternoon. Stephen Kroll here from Knights of Columbus, Council 15250 on Fort Bragg, North Carolina. Just wanted to say Happy Memorial Day to everybody. And while it does seem like that phrase is a little bit of a oxymoron, I think it's a good time to think about everything that's been going on, this last 4 months or so, and just think about where we are as a community, as a family, and where you are as a person. And obviously, I here in the shop and been thinking about some things the last couple days, and just wanted to share them with everybody, and get a good message out there that we aren't alone. You aren't alone. Your family's not all by itself. We have a community, and that community is really showing through and working with one another and supporting one another and trying to conduct business as usual, as it were, here at Fort Bragg. The other day I was listening to a radio talk show, and the individual, the host, brought up something that I thought was very interesting, and he quoted a Gallup poll that was taken recently, and I don't remember the numbers exactly, but it said that happiness, out of all the people that have been surveyed, that happiness in the last 60 days or so had an increase of 4%, going from like 68% to 73%. And I thought about that, and that's pretty amazing. That with everything that's going on in the world today, and in our communities, and with our families, and with our personal lives and everything, that people are a little bit more happy. And, when you think about it, with everything that's going on, why shouldn't we look at this as a blessing from God? And think about that for a moment. That despite all the pain and suffering and difficulties that everybody's going through with their jobs and families, and politically and nationwide, how difficult things are being for people, but yet people are happier now. I think that's amazing. And we're taking something where, people are dying, and that's sad. But if we can look at it as a blessing from God, that we get to spend more time with our families, we get to see how wonderful our kids are, and we're building memories with them as this thing goes on. Hopefully you're sitting down with your kids in the afternoon, or at least a couple days throughout the week, and you're having a meal with them, and you're helping them with school, and they're exploring and asking you questions, and just having that time that we never would have had with our children. And I think that's awesome, that now we get to have this time with our kids and everything else. And then we look at work, and obviously a lot of people here are in the military and don't necessarily have to worry about that. But for me, I just recently retired, as a lot of you all know, and I was able to find a job. I lost a job for about a week, and actually it wasn't even that. I wasn't working for about a week. I had a job pretty much the day I found out that I didn't have a job anymore to go and do, and I enjoy it. And I'm lucky at that Susan's still working, I'm still working. We're able to put food on the table for the kids every night. We got our garden going in. The kids have helped with that. I'm doing something that I enjoy. Yeah, it takes a little bit out of me throughout the day, as far as being tired and everything, but I'm blessed, man. I got a job. There's people that don't have a job right now, and that's a blessing. And for the most part, we have our health. And a lot of you have your health as well. I've seen you guys throughout the week and everything else, and it's good to see everybody coming out now that we're able to have Mass together on Sunday, and you get to see all the people that are out there now. And that's awesome. That yesterday on Sunday we had, I think it was somewhere around 150 people over at church. And that was nice. Everybody kept their distance and did what they were supposed to do as far as, going off of all the advice and the restrictions and everything else that we have going on. But we're having a lot of people come out for church, and that's great. And that's the way it should be. That's how we get back to a new normal, if you will. And if that's going to be the normal, then great. But you know what? We're outside. We get to enjoy the weather. Yeah, it might be a little bit hot, but it was a beautiful day yesterday. And it was great seeing everybody there. And that's awesome to have, that people are willing to come out and go to Mass and, take that risk. And in some ways, yeah, you're putting it in God's hands that you're going to be taken care of at church. And we're going to do everything that we can on our end to make sure that everything is safe and as healthy as possible, and that everyone is taken care of the best we can. But I hope you take this day of reflection to think about how good you have it, about the blessings that God has bestowed upon us, and think about the men and women that have died over the hundreds of years for our freedom. And while there may not be a whole lot going on out there as far as service members dying or anything else, always keep that in mind, of course. But let's think about those first responders that we've lost, those nurses and doctors that have also gave the ultimate sacrifice for us so that we can take care of one another, so that we can explore this pandemic and find out the best way to take care of people. And take care of yourselves. Think about those that you lost, those that you haven't met, and have a very safe Memorial Day. And be happy. Because in the end, that's what God wants us to be. And we have to look at the silver lining around the clouds. And we just want to say, from the Knights of Columbus Council on Fort Bragg, that thank you for everything that you guys have done for us by coming out to Mass and helping out as much as you can. To all those volunteers that have helped out, keep doing that. Take care of one another, stay safe, stay healthy, and of course stay happy. We'll see you guys in church, and God bless you all. Have a good Memorial Day. Bye.